Hey, good morning, guys. This is my morning video, morning brief video, real quick here. And so basically, I haven't done a video since the weekend, and I had a theory that we were putting in a sideways pattern into possibly the end of the year, which may or may not prove out. We'll see what happens. We might break out. Uh, so my count today is a wave three up, so it could be a really rip your head off rally. We're seeing that so far. Starting to see a pretty good uptick here in the markets here. So I got this wedging formation, and in my other video, I didn't change the colors. See these two blue lines? I've got these color coded now, and then I put some fibs on there for the range between that wedging formation, which I had mentioned in my weekend video, and we are still inside of that wedging formation. So if I go out here in time, some things I'm looking at, I have to go bigger here. 1 second here. Try 1 hour. Now, give you a better idea. Let's go to 4 hours so I can show you what we got going on here. So what I have created is a new unity point on with my fib spirals, and then I base my fib spirals off the new unity point. Okay, and this is my primary theme now that we are trading in a new fib spiral. Okay, and so I've got that going on here. Okay, and we are in this wedging formation, and we're just going to we're just going to go ultimately into the first of the year, uh, possibly go up and come back down into it. But this is going to be our migration point for price into the first of the year, in my opinion. Some people think we're going to be breaking up higher and stuff. I'm thinking the way the trends are pointing here that we're going to be digesting sideways. Possibly chopping up here, down here, just moving in sideways for the end of the year, wanting to see what those first quarter earnings reports are, how they come out and stuff. So that's my primary thesis. Okay. And if I go back here on the 30 minutes, so basically what we got going on, we do have a bullish stance, potentially creating this breakdown right here. It's all creating a potential gamma squeeze for today's session back into the trend highs or breaking out of those trend highs and retesting the PPI, uh, even possibly testing the 4014 area. That's about where whenever they announced the PPI numbers, and we tried to rally above that and it got rejected. So let's keep an eye. That's on that. Oh, that's on the SPX 4014. But um, right here is 4008. Right here is where they announced the PPI. So that's actually lining up at the top of my fibs as well. So yeah, so this is kind of, I'm getting a news event plus my trend line are kind of both pointing to the same direction. And so I always try to look for two things that might be a migration point for price. So that suggests to me that we're going to be coming up here possibly early today and trying to break above the PPI announcement. Okay. So that is my primary thesis for this morning. So let's keep that in the back of our minds here. A different way of looking at the markets this morning. 1 second here. I haven't looked at morning action. What's going on in morning action here? Pre-markets. Things are getting the most action this morning. Soxel up 5.25%. I think that's bullish, the semiconductors. So AMD's probably in the mix today. Yep, AMD's running here. NVIDIA. NVIDIA's really been going into earnings. We really took it on the chin, down considerably for the year. So NVIDIA's up here in the pre-market. Okay. So it's having a good day here. So a lot of these semiconductors seem to be, remember, Warren Buffett bought in heavily into Taiwan Semiconductor. So a lot of these ETFs, believe it or not, Taiwan Semiconductor is a major holding in these ETFs. These SMH and Soxel, it's a major holding. TSM is in those ETFs. So what Warren did, it's driving those indices ahead of some of the other breakdown stocks. Okay, we got JD. JD is actually up, but Bob is down. So that's kind of a mixed bag on that. FXI is down. Let's take KWEB. KWEB. That's your China Internet ETF. 26. It's down this morning. Okay. Neo's down. Amazon's up. Let's see here. Apple's up again. Apple's up again. Really good. We have a breakout of, potential breakout scenario here for Apple. Probably going to go back up to week highs here on Apple today. Really looks like a really high odds. We're going to be 152.60 at some point today, maybe higher by the end of the day. So that looks like a nice driving force. Amazon's nice because it's still below. We might be in a look how we look below critical support just yesterday, and we're already trying to resolve higher. So this one here, this thing here is looking promising here for a relief rally. Here on the week. So keep this one on watch here for a possible relief rally. So I definitely would want to keep that one in. So we can just go like, what do we want to do here? So I'd be looking at the Amazon coming up early this morning for a test of this trend line 97.35. Possible 3, so that would be that'd be a good theme to be thinking about. And does that line up with anything else? Yeah. See that breakdown right there, guys? So at 97.35, the top of this channel is actually lining up with the bottom of this breakdown. So that gives me my 2-point correlation. So I like this Amazon idea to the upside. AMD I looked at. Coin's catching a bid. There's KWB down there. Google. I guess there's a lot of carnage over in Twitter. A bunch of people are leaving. A big exodus of people quitting. And now the creditors are all afraid that they're going to get defaulted on by Elon. And I think that's what he's wanting to do, clear out the debt and then start anew. So he spent a fortune for this company, which is he's just going to try to build it from ground up again, it looks like to me. Successfully or not. So we'll see what happens here. Google looks like a bull flag continuation here. We're probably going to go back up to week highs here before the day's out. So keep that one on watch as well. Snapchat. Not a pattern I particularly like. Okay. DraftKings. What's going on with that? Not really a pattern I like. Okay, and 1 second here, I'll show you what I'm looking at on my primary charts today. So my primary charts here, guys, some things I'm looking at here. So basically, we saved the PPI downtrend. We came out yesterday morning. They saved it. Okay, and they established that as critical support, a trend line. So yesterday morning we did that. I thought we were coming down lower, but they proved me wrong. I had good reason, so they proved me wrong. That's the way it goes. So SPX, we are breaking out of our downtrend so far this week. The dollar is just going sideways. We broke out of this downtrend and it's going sideways instead of continuing its move higher. So that's bullish to market. We have the VX futures coming down here, crashing down here. We're at CPR low here and a trend line support to start the session here real quick here. So yeah, it does look supportive of a bullish market. The VX futures are suggesting the same thing, that we could be breaking down into this zone down here early on this morning. So keep that in mind. I got more than one thing suggesting VX futures are probably coming down even further. So let's keep that one, because I always look for more than one reason for my analysis. So, things looking bullish, and so I think it's really going to create initial upside gamma squeeze scenario for the markets. And so I'm just watching this stuff. We're going to be opening up right up here at the week open. Okay, so I know SPX is not showing the pre-market, but we should be opening right up here. We're about flat for the week here if you go on a weekly time frame. So we do have one more gap above us, for, a CPI gap or a PPI gap that that has not. Well, we filled it on PPI day, but the next day we have not filled a gap right above us here. So it looks like they want to fill a good chance that they're going to try to fill that gap today. So. Okay, that's all I got to say. Please join me in Zoom if you get a chance. And like my video if you get a chance, and retweet me on Gumby9662C, please.